Hi, welcome to my live. So first up, I have to tell you, I just had a drink to clear my throat and choked on it. So if I cough, that's why I'm coughing. It's not anything else. I was quite okay. So I've just spent the last 5 minutes going so sorry about that. I'll try and stay away from the microphone a bit. Welcome to my live. Just open that. Okay, we've got sound, so that's good. And who have we got here tonight? Let me know if you want to. You don't have to let me know you're here, but it's always nice to know who's here and to interact. And tonight I'm going to be using the today's tiles. So I did put a little notice up on my Facebook and Instagram about that. And I've had a little play this afternoon, just a little one, and found some interesting things to do. So that should be fun. Just get all my devices up and running. Wait for a couple of seconds when people come on. So my question tonight, I like to have a question so that we've got something to think about and talk about and, you know, just have a bit of fun with it. And my question is, what have you learnt today? So I've learnt something this afternoon that I'll show you later when I've got the camera up over the table. And I always like to dress, if I can, to suit my outfit, to suit my stamp set. So I found a little bit in the corner here that matches my stamp set with the little squares. And I found a necklace that I could put on to match the little circle bits. So, and I even found some little earrings to go with it as well. I don't go out and buy them especially. I try and search through what I already have, and I just like to do that. It's a bit of fun. And when I do the in-person classes, I like to do that too and have a little bit of extra something. So if you've just joined me, I'm sorry I'm coughing and clearing my throat. I did drink some water a moment ago and it went down the wrong way. So I'm just glad I didn't do that live. But I'm still having to clear my throat a little bit. So what else is happening tonight? What have I got happening? Today is free shipping with Stampin Up. So if you are interested in purchasing any products at the moment, today is a good day to get free shipping. And it's only till 11:59 tonight, so if you wanted to take advantage of that, get online afterwards and grab some bargains. Well, they're not bargains. Grab the products you want, and the bargain will be that you don't pay for shipping. I'm actually going to get a bit more card stock to put in my stash, and I always keep a record in my catalogue of what card stocks I've already purchased so that I can do a quick scan and go, I need that one. So that's what my plan is. And I'll talk a bit more as I go through about some other coordinating products that go with this set, because it's really, really cool. So the dies, it's come off the thing there. The dies look like that. So you've got a lot of different things we can do with it. And get into it in a minute. The other thing is catalogues. If you want a new catalogue for the next one that's coming out in May, I will be doing a mail out from Stampin Up. They do a Stampin Up like a big mailer thing, so we can just add people to the list. Hi Di. And if you want to be on my list to get those, they don't cost you anything. I just give them to people as a free gift, and I need to know by the end of March. I'll put that in on the last day of March. You can still get a copy later if you miss out on that, that's fine. It just saves me paying twice for postage, that's all. So I like to do it that way, and it means you get them in your hands as quickly as you can, like as soon as they come out you get one. The mini catalogue is on the floor, and that's still current until June, till the 30th of June, the mini catalogue. And so those are still available. If anyone wants one of those too, just let me know. And if you purchase $50 or more of product with me, I will send you a free gift. So there is a host code that I use every month. So if you're ordering under $250, I'd like it if you'd use the host code. That'd be great, because it builds up. Anyone that uses the host code goes onto my workshop, which is I'm the host for the month. and then I can put the Stampin' Rewards back into gifts for people and things like that. Classes, we have a lucky draw prize, so that's always fun, so I use some of those Stampin' Rewards for that sort of thing as well. Okay, so if you've just come in and you don't know what my question is yet, it's what have you learnt today? So I'll go and get the camera and pop it up over my table. You have a think about that, and then I'll show you what I learnt today in a minute. Back in a second. Now I'll just unblock your ears for a minute while I move this thing. Undo your earplugs. I try not to make too much noise, but it's a bit hard sometimes. Just got to move my stand around. Oops, I've got it around the wrong way, sorry. I moved it when I put it out of the way before. So I'm going to make a couple of, well, we might make a couple. I've got one sort of half made that I was playing with earlier on the table. Let me just see if anyone's written anything. Has anyone learned anything today? I love that saying, you know, learn a new thing every day, because I often do learn new things. I've just got to check my placement of this. And I really like that idea of learning new things. Keeps us fresh and interested in things. I'll try not to make too much noise with this thing. How's that? Is that alright? Not hurting anyone's ears? Just go a bit that way. Try and keep it straight. Right. I think that's okay. Okay, so I have my Stamparatus on the table already because I had a little play earlier. I'm just going to get this little cord out of my head. Right, that's better, I think. Okay, has anyone done any crafting today, or anyone crafting with me tonight? It's always fun to have a few people crafting along, and I love the interaction, so if you've got any suggestions, let me know. Okay, so what I'm doing with this one, I'll show you what I've done already. So I had a fiddle. So in the catalogue, you can come up with your own ideas, or you can look in the catalogue and get ideas there. You can look on Pinterest. So in the catalogue, they had some ideas. So I went with this one this afternoon, just playing with it to get a feel for it and just use the stamps a bit. And I really like that one, but I've changed it up a little bit, of course, so can't help myself. Slight buzzing. Oh, okay. Can you still hear it? Oh, sorry, I'm stuck to the stamp set. Is it still there? Hi, Amanda. Can you hear the buzzing, Amanda? I hope there's no buzzing. Amanda had buzzing the other day. We're trying to work out what it is. No crafting unless you call writing test case. Well, yeah, you could be creative with that. The slight buzzing could be my computer, because I've got that on my laptop, but I have that on every week, and that's humming a little bit over there. But I can't. You can't hear it? Okay, good. All right then, it must be that then. That's the only thing I can think it could be. So I did this one. I'll show you the Stamparatus in a minute. We'll come back to that. And I actually had a place. So this is what I learned today, is I used some gold foil cardstock, and I worked out how to, this one's a little bit too heavily embossed because I had it too thick, but I've worked out how to do it like this. I know my camera goes in and out a bit sometimes, but I'll bring that up higher. See that? That's embossed, and I did that using the this one, the die. I think I tried embossing with the dies a few weeks ago, but it didn't work as well. And tonight I've worked out how to do it, so I'm quite excited about that. So I'll show you that. And I just used a circle punch for this. Just grab this one. So I've got the 1.5 inch circle punch, and I hope I'm not shining light in everyone's eyes. I'll stand up so I can see what I'm doing. And for this one I punched, actually I'll turn it over, I punched it that way so that it was, because it sort of curled up the edges a bit on this here, but then I thought about straightening it out a bit, and I did on the first one. You can just use your foam folder to rub it a little bit gently on the edges like that if you want to straighten it out. It just seemed to buckle it a little tiny bit, just a little bit on the back. But I wasn't too worried, because once I did that to it, you know, didn't really matter, did it? So, hi Thuna. Welcome. My question tonight is, what have you learnt today? If anyone's just joined us, I just like to have a question to keep us, you know, interacting and thinking about things. So this is what I learnt today, so I was just going to show you that. So I used this one. You could use any of the dies. Just pop that out of the way and pop my little card out of the way. Oh, look, we've got an extra piece of that's going on there. So this is the one that I like, that one. That one was a bit heavier. So I'll bring over the, let me put those over there. Bring my machine over here. I should go and get my little baby one out, but I haven't got all the things for that. Oh. So using your embossing machine, because I'm using the silicone mat, I can't really put it into the baby machine. Okay. Now, one thing I did notice with this, I had a bit of fluff and stuff on it. So I just got my, I don't know if you got one of these at home, but to roll across your, when you're doing your ironing, or, you know, to get fluff off your clothes and stuff like that. I use it when I'm doing quilting as well. So I just ran that across my silicone mat to get all the extra little bits of dust of it, because I'm embossing on a gold thing. I didn't want to get extra fluff on things, so I just gave it all a bit of a rub. I can remember what I did now. Where's my photo? Okay, I've used this before, and I've actually cut it a little bit before. So I'm using this solid base plate. I'm not using the extra one that you normally put there for cutting. This is the one you put in for cutting, number 2. I'm not putting the cutting one in because I don't want to cut, but I still need the thickness there. So I'm using the cutting plate on the bottom as well, just to give it that extra protection underneath. And then I'm using my silicone mat, and then putting that, like, which way did I do it? I think I did it that way. That way. Yeah, so I put it on so I can see all the, let me just get up here. Got to stand up to do this. You what? Oh, you learnt the sponge dauber technique from, oh, good. Yeah, that's fun. Do some of that a bit more. The dust thing, yep. So I'm just standing up over my iPad so I can see all your comments like this. Well, I can see them anyway, but I'm just looking at this. So I'm laying this over the top of, so I don't get my grey hair in the way. I'm standing up to look in the actual camera, and I'm putting all the gold circle bits in, under the dots there. See the dots around the edges? So that we're covering them up. So I will just check that again before I put it through. So when you do this, oh, now I've probably moved it, have I? No, I can still see it. Okay, it's all good. So when you do this, it won't give you much resistance because it's not very thick, but that's okay. We just want it to push through. So it feels like nothing when you do that. It just, you know, roll it through. It's like, did it do anything? And it's like magic. It's like magic. Let me just move that over there. Here we go. Ta-da! Look at this. Wow, I love it. I really like it. So that's what I learnt today. So if anyone else learnt anything today, we'd love it if it's something you can share. If it's not, don't tell us. But that's it. Look at that. Bring that up higher. So it gives you a really nice, it just gives it a really soft emboss. That's the back of it. There we go. So that's my little gold piece. So that's the gold foil. We'll use that a bit later with do some cutting. And so that was for this card. So I've actually got some of this Forever Greenery gold twine as well. You learned how to use the die to emboss. Thanks, Di. You all did now. You've all learned something. Well, maybe you already knew. Yeah, so I've got a bit of the gold twine that I'm going to put behind. So the one in the catalogue, they just had a bit of bumblebee cardstock behind as the circle, but I just thought, oh, I just want something a little fancier. So it's sort of a simple card, but it's just got an extra piece. So we'll put that on in a minute. I'll just show you how I did this bit. I'll just pop that out of the way. So I've already stamped my namaste, and I've just die cut one of the shapes out of it. So when you're doing this part, now I'll just get a card. So I've used some Whisper White, or Basic White is the new white now, thick cardstock, and just cut it in half, the A4 cardstock, and then score it down the middle at 11, what are we doing? 10.5 centimetres down the centre. So for this one I've put it this way, and we're keeping the matte on here because we're using the Photopolymer Stamps now. What have I got there? A bit of ink on there. Better clean that off. Thought I'd cleaned all that earlier. Just found a piece of ink sitting there. Must have bumped it with a bit of my ink pad earlier. Okay, so when I placed these here, I had the card down first. Hang on, let me get that magnet out. Just be careful with your magnets, remember, if they touch each other they can break. This one's down here away from that one. So I've got one on each side of the Stamparatus. So you can either use the Stamparatus or you could use the block if you want to. It'll fit on this, will it fit on this one? Yeah, I think it'll fit on that one. So that's the eye block. It'll fit on there, but I didn't use that today because you can see through the stamps. You could do it that way. I just lined it up on the card where I wanted it, so you can sort of see the middle of the cards down there, and there's lines on the top of the Stamparatus, so it helps you to line it up. So it's a little bit fiddly, and I did use a ruler to sort of measure a little bit to try and make sure I had it in the right spot. And then I turned the whole thing over and I put the other one on the other side. So I'm going to start with this one and just put that in so that we're lining it up down that side of the card. I might do this one a different colour because I did this other one this colour. I'll put that there and you can see that. That one was, let me think for a minute, Pretty Peacock. Pretty Peacock was the dark colour. Now while we're talking about Pretty Peacock, these in colours, and I've got a whole bit of bling here for you to look at. So these colours will be going soon because these were the 2019 to 21 in colours. They'll bring out a new lot in the next catalogue. So if you're wanting any of the products in these colours, it's a good idea to get them now, especially while there's free shipping today, but before the new catalogue in May, because they won't have those anymore. So that's part of one. That's the Pretty Peacock, and this one is that's Flirty Flamingo. I used Coastal Cabana, which is the lighter colour, but I thought I might do a different one this time, just to be different. Let's get another colour out. I might use the Terracotta Tile because that's part of that in colour as well, Terracotta Tile. And we'll use something lighter with it. Maybe I'll go, I wonder what Petal Pink will look like. Let me have a look. Grab that out. Let's see what that looks like. Petal Pink's that colour. I'll just try a bit on a bit of card. Hang on a second. Bit of paper in my bin. I'll just try a bit of stamp a bit like that. see what that looks like. I'll just put a bit on there. I just want to see them together. I think that will work all right, the contrast. Yeah, I'm going to try that. I'll try that. Okay, so this one is the light colour. Well, you can do it whichever way you like, but that's the way I'm doing it. And I'm just going to, I'll just hold that up a bit. Light have we got in the way there? It's reflecting a lot, isn't it? So I've already washed this down a bit, and I've also used it for that card, so hopefully it will give us a good stamp. But you do need to clean them a bit when you first get these ones, or all of your stamps. But I notice when you're trying to do something flat like this, it needs a bit more, so I do sort of rub it sideways a bit too, just to try and get the ink on there. And because we're on the Stamper Artist, we can do it again if we don't have enough. I'll try that first. Now, just put your things on to keep your card in place. So I'll put that one down there. Give it a push. And see, it's a little bit blotchy, so I'll just try that. I did move the card a bit, so I just make sure it's flat again before I start again. It tends to stick to it a bit. Now I want to put more on that end. I might just do the whole lot again, just to make sure we've got enough on there. Has anyone else learnt anything else? Wipe. What's that? Something on there. What's that? A bit of something somewhere. I'm not getting the colour as much on here as I would like. Might have to re-ink my little ink spot. I'll push on it a bit. I think we need some more ink in there. I've got a little something on there that I don't want on there. A little bit of the stamp pad came off then. I'll just get rid of that. Do that bit again. If anyone's interested in my next class, I've decided what I'm using. It's called the Garage Gears. And it's not a bundle, you have to buy them separately, the stamps and dies. Okay, let me see what that looks like. It's still a bit blotchy in places. I think I'm getting that more with the smaller ink spot. I might just give it one more whirl. One more whirl. See, if you were doing this with the block, it'd be a lot harder. I don't think you'd be able to line it up as well. Some people can, but I don't think I could. Whereas this way you can just re-ink it. Off you go again. Off you go again. Looks nice, doesn't it? I just love the variation with the colours. Or even just the one colour on the white looks nice too. Okay, that'll do. That's better. So then you just pull it straight up like that and clean it off. And then turn it over. And I've already lined these up. So, and to line this one up, I just laid the stamp across the top of what I'd already stamped, and then pushed the plate down onto it. So we're going to use that one away, Terracotta Tile. So this one being the bigger pad, I think I find these ink up a bit quicker. And again, if we don't have enough, we can put some more on. We're done there. That's okay. Ooh, ooh. Just give it a bit of a press. Ooh, I think I need a little bit more on that one. So that's the other end. Just go up the other end. Oh no, maybe that one looks like it needs a bit too. Oh, I'll just do the whole lot again. How about that? There we go. That's better. Just pop it off and clean it. Give it a clean. Right, and we'll use that again in a minute. I'll just pop it over to the side. Stand it up there. Okay, so there's another one. Looks different. I just need to stamp another Namaste, so I might do the other Namaste in the Pretty Peacock for this one. And so all the stamps in this set are, I'll just put that up there. Namaste, I'm blessed to have you in my life. Wishing you peace and happiness. Everything will be okay. Just wanted to say hello and thanks for being there when I needed you most. And you'll find in the actual catalogue they show you the actual die cuts for each of the stamps. Here, I'll just show you here. So you've got each of the different die, these are die cut shapes, so it shows you what they'll fit on, which is pretty cool. So for this one I might do wishing you peace and happiness, just to be different, and that will fit on the little one. So I'm thinking I can probably do a gold one on this one, a gold one on this one, and I'll do the smaller one on this one, and I'll do the Namaste on that one. I'll just grab out my wishing you peace and happiness. And you could also use these, you know, do them on the inside, the wishing you peace and happiness. But I'm going to use it on the front. Grab a little block. Oh, got my corner up. You like that? It's nice, simple cards so far. Trying to keep it fairly simple, but also, so I've already die cut this one out earlier when I did the other one. Just make sure I've got enough ink on that. Now I often do these before I cut them out, but today I've already cut them out. I probably pushed a bit hard on that, it's gone a bit fuzzy on the top there. Oh no! If in doubt, just grab another piece. Oh, and I found this in the many messages from last week. See this shape here? Can you see that? Let me put it on something, hang on. See that shape? That, I'll show you something else while I'm in the middle of this. The set that's in the mini catalogue, which is called Treasured Medallion, comes with a punch. So it comes with a punch with this shape here. I thought you could use that little tag with this set as well. Look, Treasured Medallion. And you could even use this stamp with this, like do it as a solid with this as the background. So I like that you can mix and match them. Yeah, I just found that in my bits and pieces from last week, and I thought, oh, that's cool. And I could even use that to use that little set. The one that goes with that, oh, I can't remember what it was called now. Let's have a look in my box. Hang on. Let's have a look. The one that was that shape. See if we can find it. Oh, look, happy anniversary. There you go. Look at that. Maybe we could do that. Happy anniversary. Let's do that. Let's do that instead, seeing as I stuffed up stamping that other one. Well, you know, it's just a little bit fuzzy. I think it's too fuzzy. There we go. That'll work. Cool. Just better close my ink pad up. And the other, I'll just do these quickly and then I'll show you the other with the using the dies a bit more. We'll do something with the dies. Let's grab a bit of glue and a bit of this and a bit of that. So I'm just going to put my gold bit down. I'll put that down flat. Oh, I'm going to put my ribbon underneath first. Hang on. Let's get a bit of glue on those. And put the piece of ribbon. So I'm just going to sort of wind it around my fingers a bit. Just to get a bit of something happening. something. It's not working. It worked all right before. And I moved it. But I pop it like this. I had it here like this. And then I had it like that. And now it won't do it. We'll make it. We'll make it do it. Okay. I think it was sort of looked like a bow, but it wasn't really a bow. We can trim it off a bit. Just pull that over there. Just pull that down a bit more. There we go. Turn that around. So I'm lining that up so that this piece is straight up and across to go in with the up and acrosses on these ones. Push that down with my glue, and then I'm just going to put a little dimensional on there. Right, let's put my little namaste on there. I don't want to cover this up totally because I want to have that showing a little bit. So I'll just sort of put it to there. That's okay. I'm going to do this one with a happy anniversary. Now I don't have another bit of gold bling out, gold ribbon. I might just use a bit of twine then. Got some twine here. Will that go with that one? That one might go. Although it might look nicer with the gold, mightn't it? Especially for an anniversary. What do you think? Maybe I'll find the gold. I'll find the gold. Here it is. So I just sort of tied it, did that with it. Just to get a bit of something happening outside there. It's not working again. It just worked so much better earlier. It's always the way, isn't it? Looks like some balloons, doesn't it? I think this one needs to be longer. Where's my long end? There we go. I got the gold, I got the gold. Just push that down, pull that down. I haven't got enough glue under there. Put a bit more glue under there. There we go. There we go. Make sure you got enough glue under it. Hope that one had enough. Yep, that one's holding nicely. This one seems to be a bit wobblier. Let's put a bit more under there. Okay, sit down. And I might just get my mini. So we've got these size dimensionals, and we've also got mini, the smaller ones, which are good for things like this, because I don't want it to go too wide. I'll just pop some of those on. There we go. Right. Oh, it doesn't want to stick down today. I'll stick this on and then it should fix it. That one across there. Aren't they quick and easy? I like that. Like I said, it is a little bit fiddly trying to get them lined up originally, but once you've got the stamp set up, it's not too hard at all. So you don't have to think about it anymore. You just do it. So that's those two, and I'll just quickly do a background one. I'll pop them over there, and I just want to use my stamp apparatus again. Just put that up there. Now what will we do? So there is another card in the book that is done with I think it's Misty Moonlight. Grab a piece of card. So they've actually done it like a whole background. So I'm going to put this on here, a whole piece of card. And where's my thing? Here it is. So to do this one, I'm going to use this one first. I'm going to put it, I'm going to put it down one. Yeah, down one. Oh, I can't put it down one. Oh, that was funny. Don't worry about me. If I go this way, oh, sorry, something just fell down. Just a minute. Something fell over. It's not good. It's okay. It's okay. Everything's okay. Something just fell. So if you do it this way, you can actually do a stepping. Is it that way? Let me think. Have I got this right? I might not have it in the right spot. Hang on, I haven't thought about this one yet. You can step it so that you do, no, because I have to go that way, don't I? I think you have to put it closer to the end. Let's pull them off there. Let's pull them off and I'll do this properly. Okay, so you just grab them and pull them off. Okay, so I'm going to do this one first. So to step it, so it's a hinge step thing. Now this is something that's referenced in the catalogue as well, when they say hinge stepping. So you put your stamp on, and I'll do it up. We're going to be cutting this out, so it doesn't matter how close we are to the edges. You want to go fairly close to the top here though. And because I'm quite close there, I can see that that's quite straight. And I'll double check in a second when I can see some lines. How does that look? That looks alright, so just push that on. So what we're going to do is we're going to stamp that piece and then pull it out like that and move it down and stamp the next one and then pull it out and stamp the next one. So we'll do the top one first. I'll just get some ink on there. Now I'm going to do a base of either Misty Moonlight or Night of Navy, which are both blues, these colours, and do some matching. Just trying to think what ink I'll use. I think I'll use the Misty Moonlight for the ink. Oh no, maybe we'll go Night of Navy. I do like Night of Navy. Haven't used it for a while. Let's do Night of Navy. Let's do that. So I'm just going to ink that up. Oh no, that's the light. No, I need a light one first. I know. I'll use that one for the dark. Sorry. Sorry, that's going to be my dark. That's my dark. The light one I'm going to use, oh, let's think. Will we do a completely different colour? Hang on a second. Where's my inks? I reckon, what about we go something nice and light. I'm just looking in my ink box at, we used Petal Pink a minute ago with the Terracotta Tile, and I'm going to use the Night of Navy, which isn't in this box, but it's this colour, and I'm thinking of putting a contrasting colour with it. I'm actually thinking Calypso Coral, and see what that looks like. Let's do that. Let's do that. Calypso Coral. Here we go. I've got the little one for that. I'll just ink that up. Ooh, this should be interesting. Look at that. Yummy. Nice. Such a pretty set. And you could do them all different colours if you want to as well, like, just because these are quite similar size to the base of them. Just wipe that a little bit. I'm trying to get more ink on it. I do like to dab, but for some reason it seems to go on better if I do it the other way. Right, just get that down in there. And get it all over my fingers. Just a moment. The important thing is that we're having fun. I just stuck my finger on it, look. Sorry about that. Alright. It's gone a bit sort of funny again. I'll just leave it like that, I think. That's going to be what it's like. I'm in roll the way, aren't I? Push that one down. Hold my card. Ooh, look at that. Right, and now I'm going to pull that out. I'm going to use that one light in the middle. Give it a good push. Look at that. It's lighter. Sorry, I just got to fix my card up. It's lined up in the corner, so it shouldn't be a problem. Oh, now I've stuck my magnets together. Let's put that one. I might put this one down here. And then I've just got to ink it up again. And then do the other one. Actually, I might move it first. And then do that one. Okay, then do that one, push it down. Oh. Wow, look at that. I might leave that one light. Oh, just thinking whether to put this one back down. Might do that. See what it comes out like. Just give it that extra little bit of ink. Okay, we had a little bit left there, but that doesn't matter. All right, that's cool. Just going to straighten that up a bit. Put my things back down. It just moves a bit when you pull the stamp off it. As long as you know where you're lining it up, that's the main thing. Just clean my stamp off. And now we're going to do the other one. I'll just pull that off. Stick that in the packet so I don't lose him. So for this one, I put it over the top of the thing you've already stamped, like this. Just stand up and have a look. Have I tried it in reverse? No, not yet. What, you mean turning it around that way? Oh, you could do it that way, couldn't you? I don't know which way I did it last time. Oh, that's a good question. Hang on, let me have a look. I think I had that one. Which one's that one? That one's that one. That one. That was this one. Okay. We'll try this one this way. Just got to look on my thing to make sure I've got it lined up. I think I have. I think it's lined up. Got a circle there that I can line up. And this one's got the starry bit. Circle there. That looks pretty good. Okay. So then I'm just going to pop my plate in. Push it down. Oh, the colours in reverse, dark and light. No, I haven't. I've turned the stamp around though. That should be interesting. I'm going to try this one. Hope I got it right. Yep. Oh, I love it. Look at that. Pull it out and move it. I'm going to make them all with the dark blue. I just wanted the background of that middle one to be lighter. Just make sure that's sitting right. Oh, look at that. Cool. There's so much you could do with this, you know. You could just do them all different colours. Woohoo! Look at that. Ooh, nice. Let's clean that up a bit. Got to get into those nooks and crannies, and I'll use my other stamp cleaner later. So that the chamois is just with water, just wet with water, and the other stamp cleaner is the one you spray on. I'll just let that dry into this little thing. So you put a bit of the spray on here, the stamp cleaner from Stampin' Up, and you dry it, your stamp on that one. Do that afterwards. Okay, look at that. Ooh, nice. Put my magnets up there. That's lovely. Just put them away. Now we're going to just trim this down a bit. I'm not going to use the whole piece. Just got to put my stamper away so I can get to my cutter, my trimmer. So we're going to use some, I'll use the Night of Navy. And just cut that in half. We go to 14.5 for our base, and just remember to put your trimmer back up the other end. I did that again the other day. I can't bring this up any higher, but you do the center scoring at 10.5, and then once you've done that, just fold it like that and use your bone folder to give it a nice little crease. That's That's our base card. So you can see this is too big for that. You could make a bigger card if you want to use the whole thing, but I'm just going to trim it. Actually might even leave that edge on. I like the white around it. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Maybe I should have made a bigger card, hey? Okay, maybe not. All right, I think I will trim it to, let me think. I might just cut it through the whole thing. So we end up with the, so I'm just thinking music. You could put it on a piece of white card if you want the white background. I'll just see what they did in the book. Hang on. They just did it like that and cut it. So I might just do it like that. But you could plan it if you don't want to use all of the squares too, if you only wanted to use some of them. I mean, I could just cut that piece out as well and just use that. But for now, I think we'll just trim it down. So I want it to be, let me have a look. So once we trim it, so the measurements we're going to go down to is 14. Well, it's 138.5 really. You take off the, if you look on there, that way you end up with 5 millimeters around if you go to 1385, because we've done 1485 to cut it to size in the first place. But I just want to look at where that lines up on here. And I'll look at the 14 roughly about. So we want the center will be about that line there. Okay. So if I put that line at 7, I put that line there on the 7. It's pretty straight along there, isn't it? I think it's straight. Looks straight. I'm going to go with that being straight. Just chop it, chop it. And then we're going to chop, we want this one to be 9.5. So again, we're going to go to half of this one, which is, what have we got, 10.5. I'll do some maths tonight, everybody. 5 and a little bit, so it's where that centerpiece there is to 10.5. So we want to go to 9.5, so we've got to come back a bit. So we go to there, so we cut off about 5 mils. Yep. Does that sound right? 4 3/4. It's 9.5. Hope. Hope so. Too late. That's what it's gonna be. You could do this whichever way you like. I'm just doing it this way. So we end up with that piece there. So I've tried to center it fairly well. Just keep those for something else. Do something with them later. I'm just going to pop that on my base and we'll just work out the rest from there. So the die cuts we'll use. I'm going to cut out a die cut, and I thought I might use the Terracotta Tile for one of these. Is that big enough? Is that big enough? Oh, look at that. I've got another couple of colours over here. I've got Calypso Coral, which was what we used to stamp with, but the Terracotta Tile is just a tiny little bit darker. And I've also got this one, which was, I can't remember the name of it. Hang on. I think it was Bloody Flamingo, top of my head. So that's a bit lighter again. So I'll use the Terracotta Tile. Oh, yeah, I think I'll use that one. cutting plates. Hi, Jill. No worries. I forgot what day it was. I forget what day it is lately. I'm just playing with this set. I'm just making my last card, believe it or not. Oh, that's a nice noise. Sorry, everyone. That's because I've gone through it straight. It's going to do it again probably in a minute. Block your ears. There you go. Forgot about that. Okay, let's pull that off there. So we've made these two, Jill, first, and we all learnt something. So my question tonight, Jill, is what have you learnt today? And a couple of them said they learnt this, what I just showed them. I learnt that today when I was playing this afternoon. Okay, so that's that die cut. So we're just cutting out this one now to finish this card up here. That's my two little cards. Just move them out the way. Oh, look at that. A nice square bit there. So this one, just grab a little thing. Oh look, I only got 3 little bits on there. So to get that out, just use, you can get this little brush that comes with the little foamy mat. Just run that over there, like that. I've got to say these do come out quite well most of the time. I haven't had much trouble at all with it with the new machine I've got. You've learnt it's Wednesday, well done. You could keep these little bits if you want to for something else and attach them to something. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Just pop those in there. Whoops, daisies. I like learning something every day. So next week I'm going to play with the snail bit. I'll get that out in a minute if you haven't seen that before. Show you what that looks like. A bit of fun. It'll be interesting. We'll get the new catalogue soon. So if you join Stampin' Up as a demonstrator, I know some of you already are demonstrators, and you get to purchase products before they come out to customers and preview things. So that's a lot of fun and excitement. So that's May, the next one is out to customers, which means we get to pre-order in April. I'll just put that over there. My rubbish handy. Right, let's get all this off the table. Here we go. So if I put that there, isn't that pretty? Lovely. I'll just have to think about that for a minute. Do we want something else behind it? What about that? What about we put that behind it? Any ideas? Yes, there's free shipping today, everybody. Oh, you know, put in an order. Yes, good on you. Put that behind there. And I'll just pick out a sentiment. Just want to say hello. I think we'll do that one. Because we just want to say hello. If I use this one, use that one yet. Here we go. Get my namaste out of there. Put that back in the packet. Not the flamingo. Not that. Don't like that. Any other ideas? This is the coral. That's the coral. I think that's too similar. I'm wondering whether to do the misty moonlight. Let me get a bit of Misty Moonlight out of the packet. Or we could go for a totally different colour, like green. St. Patrick's Day after all. That's the Misty Moonlight. And I could even do it a square on a square like that. Or we could cut one out of this. If I could find my cutter. I've just buried it. I just buried the cutter. Oh, where's it gone? Or we could put a circle behind it, couldn't we? Hang on a minute, I've got to move a couple of hundred things. Put that up there. I have a place for everything over here. I just lost the plot for a second. Lost the plot for a second. Alright, let's get a bit of card to put that on. And let's find the colour. Let's just see what this looks like. What if I cut out one of those and I'll cut out I'm thinking, because there's all those circles going on, and we had circles. The other thing I've got on the table here somewhere. Oh, so many choices. Isn't it wonderful? There's a circle, look. That's out of the Gold Hoops embellishments. That came with the Forever Greenery set. Look at that. Ooh, nice. So let's have it. I'm going to cut this one out just to see what it looks like, because I hadn't planned this bit. And I might go with a bigger circle. Oh, maybe I should go with a bigger circle. Bigger circle. Nah. Yeah, not a scallop. Not a scallop. I'll just go with a plain circle. Behind it. I'm thinking behind it. And then perhaps the gold circle on the top. Just put one on here while I do it. I'll just do this over here so I'm not in your ear. That wasn't very nice. Right. Let me just pop these through. It's good to have lots of choices. Can be a bit off-putting sometimes though. One. So this is out. This circle's out of the. I think it's called layering circles. Let me have a look at the front. Layering circles dies, and that cuts us a nice circle like that. And the other one cut us one of these. I'm still not sure about the colour. We might, oh, this has got all little bits in it. Hang on. Where's the brush gone? Let's get the brush back. Sorry. Didn't realise there were so many corner bits. Oh. It's cute. It's like, I like it because it's fancy, but it's not too much. Like, there's not too many little bits to have to pull out. It's not, doesn't take too long. I'll get that one out. Oh, come on. There it is. There it is. Okay, that one's like that. And I'll just stamp this while I'm thinking about that. And could put that on there. I don't know about that. Not sure about that. Or whether it needs to be. Well, that's not bad though. Just gives it a bit of difference. I'm just not sure if the Misty Moonlight's the right colour. Maybe Maybe I need to do a completely different colour. I'll just try a bit of that. The Calypso Coral was too close to it, wasn't it? What about a really pale colour like the one in the background here? Be right back. I'm not going very far, just over here. Just over to this side of the room, because I just happen to have a piece of this in my stash sitting there. What about that? I'll cut a piece of that out, of this one. Just grab my bin. You like the blue? What do you like, Jill? Do you like the blue or do you prefer this cut? I'll just cut this one and we can see what it looks like. Have a look at it. And I'll have some more ready to make some more cards. Let's get my little brush out again. I can't get them out now. Who said they came out easily a minute ago? It's me. I usually do, maybe. Here we go. Look, that came out easy. Okay, let's have a look at this one. That's the pale one. And then if I put the little gold circle on there, and I'm going to stamp this, but I think I'll do this in the navy, not a navy. And we want to be able to fit that in there. Just put that down so I can stamp it in the right spot. There we go. You like the blue too? So this one. And then we'll have this on the front. Clean that off. Okay, I'll just cut this one. Just need to get all my bits and pieces off the cutting thing. Nearly done. Has anyone played with the Garage Gears set before? That's what I'm using for my next class. I'm going to come up with some ideas. Got a few ideas already. Play with it during the week. Right. Now that one's cut out beautifully, look. They're just stuck in the corners there. So you just get your little brush and get those out, or use your little pokey tool, take a pick tool. They're all out now. About there. Right, here's another one. Don't want to lose any, do we? Because we're good at that. I'll put them over here now. There. Okay, so there's my little hello thing, just Just want to say hello. So you like the blue? Oops, blokey. What? Oh, blokey cards, yeah. Yeah, they're good for that. So I haven't made a lot of blokey cards, masculine sort of cards. So they're the gears. So my class on the 27th of March, I'm going to be doing this one. And I'll probably use a bit of gold foil for that too, I think. Or even some gold leaf if anyone's got gold leaf. But I like to have a few variations. But you can do the Happy Father's Day stuff. Or even a birthday, you're a classic. Celebrate. It's good. It's a good set. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so we like the blue. We'll go with the blue then. Just stick that under there. I love this. It's gorgeous, isn't it? And I put it about there. I'm just going to put a bit of glue in the middle there. I think that's okay. Oh, you know what? I haven't stuck the base down yet. No wonder I can't see it straight. I'm thinking, why is it looking crooked? It's because the base isn't stuck down. That's all right. We'll get there. Okay, let's put the base down. Normally I'd stick that down first. Let's get rid of that bit off there. Just centre it on the front of the card. And if you use the liquid glue, it's a bit easier to position because you can move it a little bit. If you use the tape, it's a bit harder. Although, as Jill told me last week, if you heat it, it will come off. Thank you, Jill. Right, there we go. Then I'm going to put that one on there. I'll just put that one, just put a few bops on this one. One up there. Just little dots. Don't want too much glue, otherwise it'll be coming out everywhere. I'll put somewhere my thumb is, hadn't I? Just take a bit of that off. There we go. That's enough. So I'm going to put it on straight. I mean, you could put it like that. Oh, that looks nice, doesn't it? Oh, maybe I should flick it around. What do you think? I was going to put it straight, but what do you think of that? Oh no, it might cover up the corners. Anyway, that's another option. I think I'll keep it straight. Oh, I'm just looking at it on the card. Oh, that looks nice, doesn't it? Okay. You like the angle? Yeah, I'm just looking at the angle on the screen. Catching up with my too many options. Oh, I think I do like the angle. I'm going to go with the angle. Okay, let me work out where the centre is. I think it's there. How's that looking? Got in the right spot. You just lose the corners a little bit there, but it's not too bad. If I put my corners, I feel like I'm quilting now. Yes, we're back to quilting now. Been doing a bit of that with all these diagonal things. Lots of fun, but very precise. Okay, oh yes, I think I like that. Yes, yes, yes. And we'll use that one for another card. Put that over to the side. Put my peace and happiness in a box. I'll get it out again later. And then this one, I think we'll put the little circle under there. Oh, you'll cover that up, won't I? Maybe we'll put it down here a bit because I don't want to cover all that up. Seems a shame. You miss out on all that pattern. Gotta find a bit of ribbon. Hang on a second. The gold again. Oh, we go the blue. Got a few different things here. Oh, we can't really mix that one. I've got this one, but that's got the silver in it. If I keep that gold ring in there, unless I take the gold ring out. This one's got a bow in it already. Look, I think I had this out last week. What if we just use that instead? Put that up on dimensionals. No, it gets lost in there, I think. Nope, change your mind. Let's try this one. This is Misty Moonlight, so this matches the card behind. What about that? And just make it a flat piece of ribbon. I think I'll do that. I think we'll do that. I think. Hang on. I'm just having a couple of thoughts. Just a couple of thoughts. I'm just wondering whether to tie the ribbon around the old oak tree. No. The blue ribbon around the gold ring and have it sort of sticking out like that. Like cut that piece off there, just to be different, and that way it stays with you. What do you think? Thoughts? How about that? I'll just let that sit there for a second. So I can see it. What are you two chatting about? Sounds like a story you need to hear. Send it down and to the right. Like with the gold ring? Are you talking about with the ring? Like that? Or I don't know, I think the ring needs to stay up. Or maybe not. It could be whatever we want it to be. Sentiment down and to the right. Like that. What about the ribbon? Any discussion about ribbon? Not sure about my gold ring now. I still like it. Just looking in the pictures. Yes, I want to see the lovely pattern. I think it's really pretty. Just not sure about the ribbon. I mean, I like the ribbon, I want to use the ribbon, but I'm not sure where I want to put it. Oh yeah, okay, that looks nice with it like that. Hang on, I'll just wait till this one catches up with me. It's really good having this on the screen so you can see. No, I think I like it better the way I just had it that way. That way looks nice. That way. I am going to cut my ribbon. And I'll just put the ribbon down, I think, on there. With, what will we use to put our ribbon down? Let me have a think. I usually use tear and tape. The ribbon flat, yes. That's what I'm thinking. I think this ribbon, is that too thick for that? It's a bit wide, this tape, isn't it? I might just put a little bit on. And I'm just going to cut it. I'm just going to cut it in half. The tape. To the end. And I better cut that one off. I'll cut that off when I'm finished. And then I'll just put this piece in the middle. I'm not too good with the stamp and seal either. I'm practicing. It takes practice. Can't read the rest of your message, Jill. Did you write a book? Yes, I started using this. Oh, between the layers, because you can see through it. Ah, I'll do it out and take. Oh, that's a good idea. Thank you, Jill. I hadn't thought of that. That was a good that's something new to learn today. Awesome. I'll just take all my little bits off. Sometimes I put the glue all the way along the ribbon. So I'm just going to put one side down first. And I had it about there, I think that's where I had it from memory. Just trying to hold this piece up so it doesn't get on the card yet. So I had it lined up on that line, just above that white line. And I can just see the bottom of that square under it. Push that down and hope you got it right. I think it's right. And then I'm just going to trim that little piece of ribbon off here. There we go. Look at that. And then we'll just put our little thing on. So I will put a bit of tape over that first to hold it down. Because this is going to cover that up. I'll just pop that diagonally like that. Give that a good push. And then we'll put the dimensionals on the back of this one. Wow. How did you discover it, Jill? Did you just do it and you just discovered it that way, or did you see someone else do it? You learned 3 things tonight. Well, bonus. That's awesome. I love that. Just got to get all my sticky bits off. I've got my tool out tonight, have I? Don't need it as much tonight. Okay, and I'm just going to stick him about there. Lovely. Oh, look at that. Okay, let's get a few things off the table. Things over there, things over there. Let's get a few things out the way. So much stuff in there. And do we want any other bling? Are you happy with the bling? There's my cards. Because I have got this bling that I thought, well, you know, these colours are going to be going soon, so I could use some of that. Something's wrong here. Something's not quite right because I've stuck that on top of the gold hoop. That's not working. I should have stuck that piece of dimensional either side of it. I might have to fix that later. So that one under there should have gone either side of the gold hoop because it's making it stick up too high. We'll fix that up later. We'll just jimmy it off. I'll jimmy it off with my tool. The tool I haven't got out yet. So just wondering if we need any bling. I could, actually I'll get my tool out. Here it is. Here it is. It's never too far away. I'm thinking I should fix that now. I'm thinking I should fix it now. Would never have thought the blue with the terracotta. There you go, see? I'm just going to pick at this dimensional. Sorry if my head's in the way. Even if I just take part of it off, I just want to get it off the, I just want to get it off that ring. Oh yeah, that's better. I had to just pull some of it off, so it sits a bit flatter. So I'm thinking one of these down here, even up here. Oh, oh. What about a little light blue one? Oh, somewhere. Oh, look, right in the middle. So I'm just thinking here. You love the colours? Yep, I love the colours. They're looking really good, aren't they? Because the other thing I've got still is some gold. But I don't know if we want to overdo the gold. We've got the gold ring. It looks nice, doesn't it? Here we go. Decisions, decisions. Let me get the gold ones out. These ones. Gilded Gems. These ones. I'm just wanting to put, I think they're okay like that. I don't know that they need anything else because they've got enough going on with the little thingo, but I'm just wondering about an extra little gem. Any suggestions there with this bling or that? Another gold gem on here somewhere? One on there? I don't know, because we've got this bit here, it sort of doesn't work really, does it? What about on the end? Like that. Together. About two together just there. I was thinking this, but I feel like that's too much. It is shiny though. Let me have a look at the gold. I think I like the gold here. Either that or nah. I like them on here. I like the gold gems still. Yes, I do too. I was thinking of that just to use them, but now I've changed my mind. Happens. I'm thinking here. Two here. Let's just do it then. And I think I'll use two little ones. I do have medium. Two small ones or a medium. Oh, maybe a medium. There we go. There we go. That out of the way. Done. Woohoo, that was fun. Oh. And you know, I didn't know what I was doing this until I started playing this afternoon with this, but I hadn't even planned that. So it's so good fun fiddling around, and I just really enjoy it. I just love the colours popping out, and oh, it looks really good on the screen, except my thing's a bit crooked, isn't it? What happened there? I must have bumped it. Hang on. Let's get a nice straight picture for us. A bit straighter anyway. I don't know what happened. I get a bit bumpy sometimes. You have to watch the replay. You'll have to see how I did that. This piece. That little embossed piece. Definitely at least scroll through it till you find that. Okay, well, that's it from me tonight. Thank you for joining me and joining in and contributing and sharing what you've learnt. That was really good. And next week, snailed it. Hang on a second, let me find the snailed it. It's just under here. Snailed it is this one and that one, and I've got the papers. So I bought the whole set for this, and these are the lovely papers. Lots of fun things in there, which I've probably showed you before, but lots of lovely fun things. Look at all those. So we'll have a play with that next week. And yeah, alrighty. So I'll catch you then. Ciao.